Hi my loves. Welcome back to my channel. See, I'm not feeling fine, to be honest. I'm not feeling fine, but you know what, the show must go on. I have malaria. I just started my treatment yesterday, but I think I'm stronger today to be able to film this video. So like the title says, I'm finally bringing you guys a part 2. Yeah, I think I've done just one part of this Q&A on this channel. So this is a part 2 of my Q&A. I asked you guys questions on my Instagram page, Instagram handle somewhere here. I asked you guys some questions and I got a few questions and I decided to answer them today. So let's just get right into it. I don't think I would mention names because I didn't mention names the last time, so I don't think I would want to mention names this time. Let's just keep it anonymous, right? But yeah, I have the questions here. So I just took like screenshots of the questions. So let's start from the beginning. So the first question I got here is, what is your favorite luxury brand? To be honest, I don't want to be that person that when you ask a question, the person will start saying, well, I don't have only one. But to be honest, I don't think I have just one favorite luxury brand. But if I'm going to do it in terms of like the brand that I have the most items from, that will be Christian Dior. But if I want to do it based on the brand that I would want more items from, that would be Hermes. Because I'm saying these two brands because I feel like the quality of their products, it's unbeatable, to be honest. I have a few that are up there as well. Fendi is up there, Bottega is up there, and Louis Vuitton is up there. Chanel is nowhere near, to be honest. Chanel is just a scam. It's just a big scam because they keep on increasing their prices and the quality of their bags keep on reducing. So I'm like, so yeah, I think the top 4, I'll say Christian Dior, Hermes, Louis Vuitton, and Bottega. Bottega will give you that quality. Sorry, I forgot Fendi. Fendi will give you that quality for a very affordable price compared to what Chanel is going to give you. So yes, if it's in terms of quality and your cost per wear or price or whatever it is, those are the few brands that I definitely am going to keep on getting stuff from, and I feel like they're up there, like they're definitely up there. So yeah. Number 2, what are your body care products / routine? Your skin is lovely. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. You know how life is. People be there complimenting that your skin is so beautiful, but me, I don't think my skin is the best. I look at other people and I'm like, I need my skin to get there, but I won't lie. Thank you. I get these comments a lot and I'm so grateful that you guys see my skin as wonderful and lovely. Thank you guys so much. Back to your question, what are your body care products? To be honest, I was planning to film a morning routine, but like focusing more on like shower and skincare. So I think when I film that video, you see everything because I cannot list everything here now, but I definitely promise you that that video is coming up soon. Morning, I'm sick, so when I get better, I'll definitely film that. A morning routine, just focusing on skincare and shower care and everything I use basically, so you see them. It's very basic, but at least you get your answer. Next one is, are you by any chance taking new friends? That's the first part of the question. Second part is, I am Zimbabwean, when married to an Igbo guy. I am in Enugu, bored AF. Okay, first of all, I'm in Abuja. I know Enugu can be very boring because I grew up in Enugu, so I know Enugu can be very boring. But you asking, are you by any chance taking new friends? I'm always open to taking new friends. So far as I'm concerned, all of you are my friends, whether you like it or not. You just want to now see real life. They will now officiate it. Will now make it official. But yeah, I'm always open to making new friends. I don't think I have a problem with that. The next question is, what business? This question has 2 parts as well. What business ventures do you have other than Ziggy Fashion House and Beauty Cave? Ziggy Fashion House is my clothing store and Beauty Cave is my salon. And the person is asking, what other business ventures do you have? To be honest, no other one. I don't have other business ventures. I'm the kind of person that I would like to focus on something and do it well before I start something else. Even if I have the ability to start other things, or if I have the funds or the capital or whatever, I rather just stick to one thing and make sure I do it well. Because in the past, I've done several businesses and I know how it can be when you start a business. You invest your money and if you don't give it your all, you just end up closing the business. So in terms of business and in terms of stuff like that, I just do just Ziggy Fashion House and Beauty Cave. And I feel like if I'm going to start something else, I have to get these 2 to a point where I feel like, okay, yes, I can now leave you guys. I can now leave the both of you and start something else. So yeah, that's my reason, and that's why I'm just focusing on the 2 of them. And I feel like they work hand in hand, the salon and the fashion business. They kind of work, and they're both in the same building, so I'm kind of killing two birds with one stone, to be honest. So yeah, that's it. And the part 2 of the question is, what investment advice would you give to young women? I made a video like this giving you guys like I'll link the video below, giving you guys like 5 is it 5? I don't know how many business ideas I gave you guys that people don't really talk about, and I think it's still the same thing I'm going to talk about. There's so many ideas there. We have the popular ones, or we have the obvious ones like the real estate, you know, buying land, buying property, all of that. But in Nigeria now, I don't know if this is just okay, this is not particular to Nigeria, but I know most of the people watching me, they're in Nigeria. But I feel like now anything you're investing that has to do with Naira is a no-no. Like, run away from Naira. If you can do anything that is going to get you foreign currency, please do that. Hence, the social media influencing thing I talked about, starting a YouTube channel, they're going to pay you in foreign currency, not in Naira. So that's definitely up there. But if you're not into that kind of thing, I'll definitely tell you to do Airbnb. Airbnb is a very good choice. You can do it here in Nigeria. You can do it anywhere. Airbnb is anywhere, to be honest. And I said the best way to do it is to rent a place, pay the rent, and just put it out there for Airbnb, and you get your money back and even extra, like way more on top of it. So that's another idea. What else did I mention in that video? I talked about a lot of things. I'll link the video below. But yeah, I think the most important thing I'm going to take out of this is just make sure whatever you're doing or whatever investments you want to make should just not be Naira. Naira is just a very useless currency. So anything that will make you not, like, if you get a property now in Nigeria and you sell it in 2 years time, you've lost. That's how bad Naira is. Like, if you have money in the bank, they'll tell you fix your money, so you get your you get all these fixed deposits, bonds, all these things. You're losing money. So just all those kind of investments that were meant to be good, they're all horrible now. So I advise, just do something that is going to yield you dollars, pounds, whatever currency, to be honest. Invest abroad. You can invest in stocks, shares. You can invest, like I said, in Airbnb. Get a place. If you have a friend abroad, tell the person to help you get a place. Pay the rent. You can pay a rent of maybe £15 or dollars, and you rent it out on your Airbnb a day for $100 or $150 or $80 a day. Do you understand? So you see that you're going to get your money back, and you still have extra to pay your rent, right? So yeah, I think that makes sense. I'm sure there are more out there, but these are just the ones that come into my head now. Next one is, what is the most challenging thing you faced in marriage so far? Oh Lord, there's a lot. There are a lot of challenging things I faced in marriage, but I think the biggest one is just, how will I put it? It's not about you anymore. That's the only way I can put it. Like, it's really not about you anymore. And especially if you're someone that has lived your life not being in like several relationships, so you kind of not know what it's like. And that was my case, to be honest. I didn't really experience like long-term relationships, like, you know, so everything was brand new. So getting into marriage, I was just like, what is happening here? Like, it's not about you anymore. The world revolved around me before I got married, and now I'm married. I'm like, what is happening here? Because whatever you're doing, you have to, whether you like it or not, consider your partner. You just have to consider your partner, and that can be very challenging, to be honest. I mean, like, every single decision you want to make in your life as a married man or a married woman, you have to consider your partner. That is, if you're in a good marriage, or because I don't see any reason why I'm married to you, you're not considering me. You have to be considerate. You have to put the person's feelings, like, you have to put the person's feelings first. You have to think of how it's going to affect this person, how it's going to make this person better. You would want to change yourself for the better for the person, and these are things you're used to doing. Like, I'm like, this is me. You can't be saying this is me, this is how I am, deal with it. No, you just, like, this, you are two different human beings coming from different backgrounds at your big age. It's not like your children. I got married at 25 at your big age, and you had to change so many things about yourself, not for the worse but for the better. But it doesn't change the fact that it's still difficult. Like, why am I doing all of this? Why are we doing this? But yeah, it's part of it. I want to believe it gets better. It doesn't feel like that now, but I'm sure like when we're in our 50s or 60s, we'll look back and be like, things actually got better. But now it's still early. We're still fighting a lot of things. We're still saying, oh, this is who I am. You have to deal with it. I cannot change who I am. Da, 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 da. I cannot make compromises. So yeah, I think that's the most challenging part for marriage for me. Just compromise. And like I said, it'll never be the same. It's not all about you anymore. This is your favorite designer brand. I think I've already answered it in the first one. Someone said, which bag was your first designer purchase? Um, the first ever designer bag I owned was a Louis Vuitton bag. My dad bought that for me. First ever, like I think I was still in secondary school. And I'm so angry that I sold that bag because that bag would have been a proper vintage bag by now. I don't know why I sold that bag. I'm so angry. But yeah, that was my first ever designer purchase. Well, someone bought for me, but the one I bought for myself, the first one was actually from Gucci. And I was so stupid because it was actually a duffel bag. Like, if you guys know what a duffel bag is, like, it's a proper Gucci big duffel bag. And what I had in my mind was, I was like, okay, since I'm going to buy this bag, right? And I went to my friend. I blame my friend for just advising me wrongly. We went there to buy the bag. I've forgotten how much this bag was. I don't think it was more than 500, 600 pounds. I think that range. I was meant to buy the normal size of the Gucci bag, like, this speedy shape, like Louis Vuitton speedy, but they had it for Gucci, like that. I'll try and find pictures so you see what I'm talking about. That shape, I was meant to buy the normal size for normal human beings to carry and go out. But we got there as Igbo babes that we are. We were like, okay, how much is the normal size? I think it was like, I'm just giving an example, I can't remember because it was a very long time ago. I think it was like, let me say 400 and something pounds or 300 and something pounds. So we now saw the bigger one. That's the duffel bag, like a travel bag. A duffel bag is like a travel bag, for crying out loud. We now saw the bigger one. My friend was like, why are you buying this one for 300 and something pounds, something like that, while the bigger one is like maybe 500 and something or 600. Just add small money, let's buy the bigger one so we know that we have arrived. Like, let's get the big one. That's why I went and bought a duffel bag. And till tomorrow, I'm just like, I still have the duffel bag. I use it to travel sometimes, but to be honest, I don't use it that much. It's a duffel bag, so I don't even know if I'll consider it like a handbag. But yeah, that was my first purchase ever. Yeah, I think yeah, that was definitely the first purchase ever. And I was feeling myself. I actually carried duffel bag as a handbag for a few times before I realized, stop it. Stop that nonsense you're doing. Just imagine me carrying a duffel bag like this, like going out. My friend, it's God that'll deal with you for doing that to me. Anyways, yeah, a Gucci duffel bag was my first designer purchase ever. Someone said, how do you feel about moving abroad? Would you ever consider japaring or will you ever consider japaring? That's your business. That's a term. Japa means, will you ever consider relocating to a different country? We should all be considering relocating to a different country. We should all be considering it because things are not the same. Things are really not the same. We should all be considering it. And to be honest, I am. But I think I've said this before in my video where I'm like, you can't just carry your bag and start jabbering. Like, you have to really plan it, think about it, decide what you even want to do when you're doing the jabbering. Like, what country do you want to go to? Your children, like, someone like me, I'm used to having help. You know, it's so normal in Nigeria. You have your nannies, you have people assisting you. This one, you don't go to a country where you don't have any of that. So I've considered it. I'm not even going to lie. I've considered it so many times, but let's just be seeing how things go. If it's so bad, it's so bad, I cannot do it anymore. Off I go. Next video you see me will be, I have moved. But if I can still manage, we'll manage and we'll still be here. But I feel like everybody should consider it because this country is not, God help us. Next one is, how much did you spend? How much did you and your husband spend, or your budget? So how much did you and your husband spend, or let me just change the English, or what was your budget on your trip to Seychelles? Our trip to Seychelles was the first trip we ever took together. That was even, as soon as we got engaged there, that was the first trip. Trying to remember. I know that trip was a proper budget-friendly trip. Like, we're not joking about it. Like, we were really on a strict budget. How much did we, what was our budget? I can't remember because my husband paid for the flight and I did accommodation. And then we both brought our money for feeding and chilling. Like, it was just a very bring, I bring, all of us, let's go and have a good time. But it was very, I can't remember, but let me just say, including flight, I don't, let me just give an average. I'm not really sure, but let's just say around 4K, $4,000, 3 to 4K, right? Am I sure? 3 to 4, accommodation, let us make it 5. Let us make it 5, but it's possibly is lower than 5 because I'm adding everything, flights. Let us say 5. I'm not sure. So someone said, is it okay to be 25 and not have figured out one's path? I honestly feel left behind when I look at my peers. Forget everybody running their race. everybody's running their race. So if you feel bad because you're seeing everybody has their own journey. Like, don't even bother about what other people are doing. And for your first question, is it okay to be 25 and not? Yes, of course. I don't think I even have my path figured out fully. You know, getting married, giving birth, it might feel like you have an idea of what you're doing, but anybody can marry and give birth, to be honest. So I don't think there's an age. The most important thing that it eventually happens. But the advice I'll give you is just think of what you want to be 5 years from now, or like think of what you want your life to look like 5 to 10 years from now. That's when you're 30. In your 30s, what do you want your life to be? What kind of person do you want to be? What do you want, like, everything around you to look like? And I feel like once you have that in your head, just start working towards it. Just start doing things like that. Do you understand? Like, let me give an example to make it clearer. When I was around 25, let's just say when I was around 25, when I was even in my 20s, I had this thing in my head where I was like, oh, by 25 I want to be married, you know, because my sister got married way younger. She married at 23, I think. So I had that thing of, okay, I had to get married that period, like 23, 25, like that was my aim, or that was my goal. And it's not because of it, that's why I got married, but I feel like whatever you exude, it will come to you. So I already had that mindset of, I want to get married at a certain age. So I would entertain serious people. If you're not serious, I will just not entertain you. But if you're serious, if I feel like we're thinking the same way, like, do you understand? And those that can't put that are coming to you, even those that are telling you they had a dream that I was meant to be their wives. I mean, I'm just saying, because that is now the kind of that's the kind of aura you exude. Like, I am serious, I'm not joking, I'm not playing around, don't be playing with me, you know, that kind of thing. That's an example for marriage. But if you're talking about maybe you want to get a job, or you want to start something, you want to start social media influencing, for example, you tell yourself, oh, by the time I'm so and so, I want to be one of the biggest influencers, for example. Start small, start now. Start doing free jobs. Start chucking yourself here and there, you know, in social gatherings. Yeah, before you know it, 5 years will come and you realize, wow, I actually got to where I wanted to get to. So I think it's just picture what you want your life to be. If you want to be so rich, start now. Start hustling. Start putting yourself out there. Don't think too much of what people are going to say. Just go through that process, because nothing happens overnight, right? But just have it in mind that whatever you're doing now is going to influence your future. So what I would advise you to do now is, you don't have to get everything figured out now, but at least have an idea of what you want your life to be, what you want to do, what you see yourself as, and start carrying yourself in that way. Start putting yourself in situations and being around people and being around things that would help you get to your goal. And I think that would help you. But don't be worried about age. Some people get their calling, or some people figure out their path when they're 50. But the most important thing is that at least everything you're doing now will kind of all walk up to that goal, or whatever it is you want to be, right? Someone said, I am a huge fan. Oh, I'm a huge fan of you too. I don't know you, but I'm definitely a huge fan of you. Someone said, please, your skincare routine. I have a video of my skincare routine somewhere, but that's my morning skincare. Maybe I'll do a nighttime skincare routine as well. I think I should do that as well. Someone said, what is your greatest fear? My greatest fear is not being able to live, not just dying, but I'm not scared of dying. I'm scared of not impacting on as much people as possible before I die. Like, I really want to make an impact in this world. I want to change people's lives. I want to leave my mark before I die. And my greatest fear is dying without doing it. Like, imagine if you just die and like, God, like, you know. So living my best life, leaving a mark, making people feel better every day, and putting a smile on people's faces, changing people's lives, just leaving a mark, basically. That's my greatest fear, not being able to do it, because we might think we have time, but anything can happen anytime, right? So I think that is my biggest fear, just people around me, just changing lives and making an impact. Yeah. Someone said, not a question, but you are so beautiful with a lot of rich auntie vibes. Amen. This rich auntie vibes, the way I'll keep on claiming it. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're so beautiful too. I don't know you, but you're so beautiful. Now, my question, that is the part 2 of the question. Now, my question, how did you grow confidence being a plus size woman? My nose is blocked, so I'm just talking like an idiot. Being a plus size woman, kindly share. Whoa! I can't even sit down here and tell you I've been plus size all my life, because it's a lie. Fat lie. In secondary school, I was skinny. But my confidence, where did my confidence come from? I don't think I'm even the most confident, but I think it just came from me accepting myself. I've talked about this before. I think I have a video. I'll link all my videos, to be honest. I have a video talking about how to dress for your size, or how to dress for a fat girl, because it is what it is. And I think I just gained this confidence from just accepting what it is. Like, if I lose weight, it will still be there. If I add weight, it will still be there. Like, I don't know how to not accept myself, because it is what like it is me. I feel like wasting time dwelling on the fact that, oh my god, I'm so fat, oh my god, I have this, my tummy is showing, it won't change anything, you know. If you like leave social media, let me assume you're very active on social media, or you like taking pictures. Let me remove social media. If you like taking pictures, for example, you like looking at yourself in the mirror, and you get to a point where you change, maybe you add weight or something, and you can't look at yourself anymore. I'm like, if you like, don't take picture. If you like, don't look at yourself in the mirror. You're still the same fat person. That's the mindset I have. That's the mentality I have. I'm like, it's not stopping anything. Life goes on. People are still living their lives. Like, even if they leave mean comments under your pictures, for example, you fat, irritating pig. Okay, okay. Like, okay. I won't sit down here and tell you I don't have days where I'm like, oh my god, nigga, just look at you. What is all this? Need to lose weight. Of course I have days like that, but I just feel like if you're not making anything to change it, if you're not doing anything to change it, then why are you dwelling? Like, why are you dwelling? Like, live your life. If you're fat and your clothes don't fit you anymore, you can't buy the clothes that fits you. Like, if you're tired of it, or you're tired of being fat, go and lose weight. That doesn't change. I feel like what is within you is more important than the physical. Like, it's not even that deep, to be honest. People are so hot and they're crippled. People are so hot and they're dumb. People have flat tummy and they have cancer. I'm just giving you an example. Like, we have bigger issues in this world to be focusing on. Like, do you understand? Like, just be confident in what you have in here, your heart, your mind, your aura, your energy. There are other things you can offer to the world other than the way you look. But if you can do something about it, right on. Go ahead, do something about it. But until then, every day of your life should be celebrated. You should just love yourself. Go out there and just know that you're the only one. There's only one of you in this world, no one else. So, like, is that not enough power? Is that not enough power and enough reason to be confident? Like, knowing that there's no one else like me. You know? I hope that answers your question, but I think that is the mentality I have, and that's why I'm able to carry myself so well. Not because I don't feel like I should look a different way, because we're human beings. We always have things we want to change about ourselves, but that's just the kind of mentality I have when it comes to that. It's just, it is what you're gonna love me whether I like it or not. The way I am, you're going to love it. And if you don't love it, get right here, man. Get out of here, man. The next question is, I think this is a two-part question as well. Okay, the person asks, can I work for you at Ziggy Fashion? I feel I can represent your brand so well. Our budget for hiring has finished. Our hiring budget has finished. So I don't know if it's possible. We're not hiring at the moment. And someone said, and the same person said, I love your braids. And no, I love braids and noticed you do so too. But my edges, how do you cope with your edges? If you want to insult me directly. Don't be going around the corners. Which edges? So if the couple with edges, me, I'll come out. See, I've never had edges, to be honest. Like, it is what it is. It's just, see. But I like what I like. I love braids, so you go for it. Just do the style. Maybe don't do something like this. Do something like this. Something that'll cover the edges. Or, I don't know, just look for a way, finesse it. But I don't think that should stop you from doing your braids, because life is too short. Go ahead and do your braids. Obviously, they have products out there, but I'm not really into products. I'll buy the product and we'll use it. But I'm sure there are products out there you can buy to apply, like, to your hairline and to grow. I've not tried it before, but I know there are some products out there, so I can't even recommend to you guys. I've accepted my edges the way it is, but I'm sure there are products out there. I've heard of shea butter, right? What other one? I know there are products out there you can apply and to definitely do a better job. Yeah. Next is, how do you decide what next time buy? How do you decide what's next time buy? Then bracket luxury. I think this person means, how do you decide what item, like what luxury item to buy next, right? How do you decide what's next time buy luxury? I think this person means, how do you decide what item to buy next, like luxury item to buy next? And I have a wish list. And my wish list, the OCD in me, I arrange my wish list from the most expensive items to the cheapest items, and I go the other way around. So I start from the cheapest to the most expensive. So anytime small money enters my hand, I start from the cheapest, and I'll just start going like that, to be honest. So in every category, so I have like jewelry. I'm that deep. My wish list is I break it down. I have jewelry, I have bags, I have shoes, I have sunglasses, I have perfume. So, well, everything has like most expensive to the cheapest. So whenever money comes, I'm like, let me start from the cheapest and now start going up. And that's how I decide. But I spoil myself when I feel like I did good. Like I tell myself, oh, you did so good, you achieved this goal, it's your birthday. I give reasons like that where I'm like, oh, it's Christmas, you should spoil yourself. Oh, you just gave birth, you should spoil your child just turned one, you should spoil yourself. So I give stupid reasons like that, just any reason to buy something for myself. But I have times where I'm like, okay, it's not necessary. Instead of buying this one now, maybe wait till you pile up enough, then you can buy something more tangible, right? So instead of buying maybe this shoe, wait till you pile up money, then you buy a bag, for example. But to be honest, it just depends on the money in my hand. If I have enough, I'll go crazy. If I don't have that much, I'll start saving up. Like, okay, let me put this and this together, and I can get this. Yeah, and I do it based on items that I know. Maybe they'll tell you, oh, it's soon be discontinued, or because there's some items like that, like maybe they'll do like a collaboration, a brand will do a collaboration, and it's like limited time. Once it's over, or they'll get a particular piece for this season, and they're like, when it's done, you're not going to find it again. So I put those ones as priority when I'm like, if it goes, I won't find it again, so I want to go for that. But when it's like classic pieces, I know it to be there forever. I'm not in a rush. I'm like, anytime I can buy it is fine. So yeah, I think that's how I think. Dash me your old Dash me your old stuff, clothes I would amend, bags or shoes. Okay. 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 I will dash it to you when we meet. When we meet, I will give it to you. Someone said, will you be willing to star in the Housewives of Abuja if you are approached to? Nope. Nope. Because I'm not a real wife. I'm not a real housewife of Abuja. I'm fake. Don't mind me, but no, I don't think. Reality TV is just not for me. It's just not for me. Maybe I might change my mind. See, in this life, never say never, but as I am now, it's not for me. Wow, watch it. Next one said, do you have a diet or fitness regimen? You put out insulting me directly. It's okay, I'm watching. No, don't be acting like you don't know what you're doing. As I am like this, do I look at someone that has a diet? So have you watched my videos before? Like, aren't you see me eating like at least 50% of the time I'm eating nonsense? You're telling me if I have a diet. What? No, I don't. No, I don't. Thank you. God bless you. Nonsense. Now come and say fit. My fitness is going to the fridge to bring out the food I'm going to eat. How about that? I'm sorry, but I really don't have any diet or fitness regimen. Like, I'm sorry. I should, but I don't. And I'm definitely going to find one. Someone said, are you down with making new friends? I'm also based here in Abuja. Same thing. The one that wanted in Enugu, Abuja, I'm open. I'm open to making new friends. So long as I feel like we have the same mindset and the same goals. Not exactly the same, but you're someone trying to say like the same energy. If you're giving me negative vibes, you don't feel like you can be a better person, you're not thinking of bigger things, you're just very boxed in, your mind is just, you're not open-minded. That's the word. You're not open-minded. It won't work. But if you're open-minded, you're out there, you want to do better, you want to lift me up, I'm ready to lift you up. No jealousy, no envy, all of that, like good vibes, fun, down for, I'm open for friendship. I don't think it's that deep. Okay, I think that's done with my Instagram question because some of them were kind of repeated, so I don't want to say most. I got a lot of skincare. I got a lot of what's your favorite brand. I got a lot of your what you use on your body, like shower, not shower, like still skincare, but not like your body, like your skin is good, what cream, what lotion, all those kind of things. Like I said, to be covered in my shower morning routine with my shower and skincare, all of that. So no need of answering those questions. And I had one question from YouTube. Let me not forget that because I said you can ask me on YouTube as well. And one person asked me on YouTube. She said, what age did you get your tattoos? What do they mean? And did you get in trouble with your parents? What age did I get my first? Oh Lord, I think the first tattoo I got it when I was 20 or 21. I can't remember, but I was definitely in school. I think 20, and the second one I got 21. No, I think 21, 22, and 23. Said, What do they mean? Oh Lord help me. This one, the first one I got, I don't know if you guys can see it, to be honest, but I have a tattoo here and it says live, love, laugh. That was the first one, and these are still words I live by, to be honest. Live, love, laugh. Live life to the fullest, laugh as much as you can, and love everyone like you love yourself. Just love, share your love all over the place. And the second one I got is here as well, and it says God first with a safety pin. I'm going to try to explain this thing without sounding stupid, but you people already know what it means. Like, God first, and everything you do, put God first. I put God first in everything I do, and I'm always like, what would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? And this last one here is just my initials, Z, with a crown. Ziggy, Z for Ziggy. And yeah, so that's the three of them. I got the three of them every year, so 21, 22, and 23. And I want to get more. I don't know when, but I definitely want to get more. I'm always saying it, but I just never get around to getting it. And I talked about having piercings as well. But yeah, and my parents, you said something about, did you get in trouble with your parents? It was a thing of, I did it. I didn't ask for permission, I just did it. So even if they want to kill me, I've already done it, if that makes sense. Because like I said, I was still in school, I was still doing my undergrad. So I just got the tattoo. And I remember then I went to see my sister, and she saw it and she was shouting. In my mind, I was like, not that she was shouting, but she was like, why would you do this? It's not good. But I was like, okay, I've already done it. So that was what I was thinking. I was like, just get it first. Don't tell anybody you're going to get it. Get it first, and everybody just have to deal with it. So yeah, that's how it went down. And my dad saw it as well too. I'm trying to think of his reaction. See, normally in my family, my dad, my my dad is just, I was that child that he was just tired of. Like, not tired of, but like, let's say I was the most outgoing child, if that makes sense. So I don't think he was that surprised that I did it, because the reaction I got from him was a reaction of, like, he didn't shout on me, like, he was just like, I schooled abroad and I was very young when I traveled, so it was almost like, okay, cool. Like, cool stuff. Obviously I didn't go crazy giving them like full sleeves or anything, so I don't think it was that bad where he had to like react that much. But he was he was good with it. He had no choice. Not like, even if he complained, I won't go remove it now. So he did that. So I think he was just like, I didn't get into any kind of trouble. It wasn't that deep. But yeah, that is the end of my Q&A. I'll probably do this again, ask new questions. But like I said, when it concerns my skincare, I'll do a video for my nighttime skincare routine, and I'll do like a morning routine showing like what I use in the shower and like my morning routine, just the whole morning routine basically. So that should be coming up soon. Sorry guys for the way I sound. Like I said, my nose blocked, I have malaria. Like, I'm just trying to recover from this, but hopefully I'm able to answer. Hopefully I answered all your questions, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. Bye.